Hello and welcome. My name is Samuel Ray, and honestly, I was not expecting a new trailer for Summer Games Fest for Sonic X Shadow Generations, or I guess Sonic Cross Shadow Generations is the proper way of saying it. I'm not sure. But I was expecting trailers for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and Monster Hunter Wilds, but I was not expecting a trailer for this game. So I'm someone who's been a longtime fan of the franchise since 1994, something like that. My first video game ever was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So when the first time Sonic Generations came out, it was just a love letter to what I grew up on, right? But in the gameplay stylings closer to what was current at the time. So the fact that they're re-releasing this in an enhanced state with an extra campaign that follows Shadow, here's hoping that they can get his characterization right and bring him back to the glory he used to have back in the Adventure 2 Heroes kind of era, right? So let's take a look at this and see what they have to offer us. Because this is all very familiar, although the graphics look upgraded, which can't complain. You know, here's hoping they do a better job with the up-resing and the performance than Sonic Colors, what was it? Definitive Edition, I guess? Okay, so his homing attack is more like a Chaos Control teleport attack. That's cool. Also going with the more electro dubstep kind of sound from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh yeah, there's a familiar riff straight out of Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, so we got stages from Sonic 06 as well, which I think there was only one before. Whoa, what is that?
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
The heck? What the heck? He's getting some new power that's like comes from his... Yo, wait a second. Also, that Sonic Adventure Legacy skin is kind of cool. That was something that they missed out on in the original generations, was they didn't give that much attention to... Like, I remember hearing rumor that it was originally going to be 3 Sonics. Classic Sonic, representing the Genesis era. Modern Sonic, representing the, well, modern era at the time. And then you were going to have like Adventure Sonic, covering like Adventure 2 Heroes, and I guess the storybook games, like that era of Sonic. But that didn't happen, obviously. But the fact that we get an Adventure skin, kind of a low poly imitation skin, that's cool. I like the music though. The music choice is very nice. Kind of a re-envisioning of what was it? Hit Shadow's first stage from Sonic Adventure 2, Radical Highway. So I love that familiar riff kicking in. I wasn't sure about it before, but it suits him. And it's a musical styling we haven't had for Shadow since then, really. Since Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes. I do like the way his homing attack looks, though. The way it pauses in midair and then does the warp attack. It gives him a different flavor from Sonic's homing attacks. Also that looked like he was using Chaos Control, and the way that they visually signify it is he has the green afterimages and a green hue around the stage, while everything else goes grayscale to show that he's moving faster than time. That's an interesting way to do it. It seems kind of inspired by Sonic Adventure 2's 2-player battle mode, where you could use Chaos Control to stop the other player. Although, when that would happen, I think it would freeze the stage, but only certain elements of the stage. It's an interesting way to look at it. And it will differentiate him from Sonic's gameplay in this same game. I think that's the stage from Sonic Forces, which is something that they could only do in this because it wasn't out at the time. Yeah, I think that's Sonic Forces stage, which is an interesting choice. A different Sonic 06 stage than Sonic got. Because Crisis City was all Sonic got. This is, I think, not Windy Valley. I forget the name. of it. One of the better stages from Sonic 06. Now this is interesting. This, because in his origin, he was created by Gerald with the help of Black Doom of the Black Arms, an alien species that donated some of his genetic data in order to allow Gerald Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather, to finish his experiment on creating a life form who was immune to sicknesses in order to try to find a cure for his daughter. Interesting backstory type stuff, but this looks to be like some sort of powers awakening, some capabilities born from that connection to Black Doom, which is something I'm surprised they never did before, but it makes sense.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Yeah, that's totally Black Doom-like. Huh. Not something I would have expected. Okay. They piqued my curiosity. And then this, Gerald Robotnik's journal detailing Shadow's creation. Some interesting lore stuff. Here's hoping they got, what's his name, to write this. How did I forget his name already? But Ian Flynn. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully they got him to write it, because he does pay a lot of respect to past lore when he writes new lore, which is, you know, big respect to that. Big ups. But yeah, like, this, honestly, I may pre-order this, because for one, I enjoyed Adventure and Adventure 2, and for two, this is going to be an interesting read. And overall, just it looks fun. Yo, wait a second. I went back before I saw this. Let's see. Additional level and skin for Shadow. His original concept design before they settled on his final design, where he looked more like Sonic, which would have made a lot more sense for how people mistaken Shadow for Sonic in the original writing of the story, and it kind of made its way into the final version, even though they look very different. With this, the similarity would have been much closer, and then if you saw them at night, right, in the darkness, you really wouldn't have been able to tell them apart. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a pre-order for me, that's for sure. I like what I'm seeing. Definitely going to be playing that when it comes out. Did they give a release date? Play 3 days early, October 22nd. If you pre-order? Sure, why not? Oh, that's the digital deluxe edition. I mean, I'm going to be getting this on PC, so I might as well. I'll take a look at the price of that. This looks fun. And I being as I grew up on the series, right, the franchise, I might as well, you know, get some in. I'm probably primed to get the most out of this, right? I'm someone who just kind of enjoys each game in the series for what they are, even if they're kind of mediocre, and I can accept that, right? Forces was extremely mediocre. 06 was just undercooked and incomplete development cycle because they rushed it out the door. But Generations in and of itself was a very fun game when it first came out, so this looks like it's going to be even better, as long as they don't botch it like Sonic Colors Ultimate Edition or whatever they wanted to call the re-release. As long as they don't botch it like that, this is going to be a good game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Make sure you hit like if you enjoyed this little look into it and my thoughts. Let me know what you think about what they showed off here, or some theories you might have about how this little wing thing they did equates into his backstory. And let me know if you're looking forward to this like I am. Subscribe, because I'm going to definitely cover any future marketing material that they put out for this. And then I'm going to play the game when it comes out, either on stream or in video content. All right, that's it for me. You have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later.